Tally. I manifest. Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question.
Breaking news. China is also doing space things. Here's the space ball, and they even added a little light bulb on the top of it for, to add to like the aura of it. Seems legit. So China is doing the same thing, exploring space.
Whatever immunity you have is
worn down by the
constant expectation
of deception.
The constant expectation of deception.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered. You've already
Epistemically
surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Almost everyone that takes DMT, these creatures show up that look like court gestures or space aliens, different things, and say, there are too many humans, you need to wipe out the population, then you'll become gods.
You need to kill people so you can become God?
Yes, you need to depopulate and you need to transcend.
Do you know people who've heard that message?
Oh, absolutely.
Tally. I manifest. Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question.
Welcome back to another episode of J-Tally Reacts, bringing you the highest vibrations on YouTube. I got a dope video lined up for you guys today. We're going to dive into this Trump shooting in the ballroom. What's really going on there? Is this really a ballroom, or is it something deeper? Well, of course, it's something deeper. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome. Hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you're notified of all my future content. As always, don't believe everything you see in these videos. Be sure to do your own research. I'm just here providing information that you may or may not have seen in order to help you make up your mind on what to believe. Let's jump right into the first clip.
He does look like a frog. Saturn.
Almost everyone that takes DMT, these creatures show up that look like court gestures or space aliens, different things, and say, there are too many humans, you need to wipe out the population, then you'll become gods.
You need to kill people so you can become God?
Yes, you need to depopulate and you need to transcend.
So I saw the gesture when I did DMT, and it was like so overwhelming. Like, I did it like 3 times in 1 week because I wasn't seeing any entities, but I wasn't doing enough. And then finally I did enough and I blast off. You forget you even do it. I land in this garden of fractals. I see the jester dancing in front of me, and the message he told me telepathically was, "Are you happy now? Now that you see us, are you happy?" And I was like, "No, I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back." But I've never got a message like he's saying as far as them telling you to slim down the population. I've never got a message like that in any of my experiences. But how about you? Have you guys got a message like that doing DMT? But yeah, it is crazy because these elites are using these psychedelics apparently in order to make contact with these entities, because the dimensions are layered so thinly. These entities want in, but we're going to get into that.
You're going to transcend death. They say the devil's greatest trick was convincing the world he didn't exist. I think that's his second biggest trick. I think convincing the world that good doesn't exist is the devil's biggest trick.
Yes.
Convincing us that there isn't anybody good and that you don't have power and that it's all over. The biggest trick is hopelessness when we're promoting truth and justice and honor, and we can't just dial into demons. We can also dial into God and get that message, but you first have to recognize that good and evil exist.
Yes.
Facts.
Yeah. Yo, wanna manifest? Focus on the heart in the center of your chest, but it used to be the left side. Mandela effect, like, oh, and I know the Monopoly man had him on a go. Bro, Why are they capping? The Raisin Bran son had a pair of sunglasses. Pikachu's tail had a black tip. Mirror, mirror on the wall, it was never magic. Massive capping, changing classics like Timeline Shift, Kit Kat, Fruit Loops, Flintstones, Shift. They just wanna make a dopia. Like Fruit of the Loom may have a cornucopia. In a simulation full of AI agents, better call up Morpheus. We in the Matrix, living paycheck to paycheck inflation. Scroll till you brain dead, ain't been to space yet. Everybody racist, why you complaining? America's the greatest, it's ran by the Masons. Now Bill Gates is vaccinating the lettuce, and you thought you were safe when you taking the medicine. You pray and you pray to the Bank of the Vatican. Blind faith gonna make you American. My dad gets mad, me talking
I ain't
about
seen
all
the Greta
this.
one
Like the
before.
world ain't all dramatic and violence. They ain't eating any kids and aliens don't exist. Stop acting childish like Epstein's Island. Look, wanna be a girl, you're a
That
man.
looks
You
just
can
like
get
Michael,
up.
though.
You could be a cat, take a shat in a litter box. You could be anything that you want. Anything that you want.
Crazy.
You will hear whichever one you read.
To follow you.
Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea! Alright, are you ready?
You.
Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
That's crazy.
When I tell you guys that this country was founded on and is run by reptiles and they throw it right in your face, let's go down this little money rabbit hole again. And I'm here to tell you this hits a lot differently when you know the truth. Because when I say this is all orchestrated and they knew exactly what they were doing from the get-go, don't tell me it's a coincidence that you have the Twin Towers on this 20, you flip it over and you have the Pentagon burning down on the other side. And the dollar sign itself is the serpent and staff, guys. I'm gonna keep going so you guys can really see what I'm saying. I show you guys images like this that go viral, and they show you the snake rattler right on the $1 bill. They hide it in plain sight. You see that the dollar has the reptile scales all over it. That's what they're made of. And if you've ever ran your finger over the collars of these presidents on our money, it literally feels like scales. I show you guys the NASA logo with the serpent tongue, and people still be chilling. But remember, the serpent never speaks, guys, because he is the deceiver. Because when you wake up and learn that people worship this money more than themselves, more than anything else on earth, you see why Lucifer uses this against us and teaches us that this is not the answer. And money itself is not the root of all evil, guys, but the love of money is the root of all evil. So just know the facts. And when we tell you that these damn reptiles are right in plain sight, this is just like Men in Black, fam. I'm here to tell you these fools are wearing masks, they're shape-shifting, they're doing all of the above. And yes, you can even tie in 2020 as well as the Twin Towers and all of these pandemics that they orchestrate, because homie is wearing a mask here, whether you can see it or not. Because they do this to relinquish their karma, they do this to mock us. They put it all right in our face, guys. Even though it can be a rabbit hole to get there, the clues and the Easter eggs are truly here. Look at the alien reptoid. They even put the coin coincidences out here with the bat on the 2020 quarter, guys. Remember, they said that bats started COVID and that you needed to get a vaccine and it was safe and effective and all of the above, right? And we know they've got the all-seeing eye up here, guys. And we know that there's ties into other conspiracies like the flat hollow earth. I know it's out there. But when you've been down the rabbit holes like me and you have the eyes to see and you connect the dots and you put in the work, you can't unsee it. You can't unlearn it. And I'm telling you, the devil himself is on all of the currencies, not just in America. He's putting himself out there. It takes a certain eye to see it. But when you start to wake up and you clarify your pineal gland, you can't unsee it. This red devil head right on the side of her head, coincidence, right? And you simply flip over the $2 bill to reveal these founding fathers with hollow eyes and scales galore. I'm here to tell you, this is not coincidence, guys. The money rabbit holes go infinitely. There are literally infinite rabbit holes, such as this hidden spider and the spider webs. It goes and goes. I can make a 50-minute video just about the rabbit holes on this money alone, guys. I'm just trying to raise awareness so you see the truth and the proof that they put right in our faces, so we learn our lessons and go from there, fam. Like I said, guys, the money isn't about being the root of all evil, but it is about the worshiping of the money over everything else is the biggest demise of humanity. So just learn the facts and go from there. Like I said, take this truth and this proof, do what you want, like and share the video or swipe my videos, do what you need to do, fam. For the rest of y'all, much love and good luck.
His voice cadence is weird as hell.
It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
Why would she
Ça,
say
c'est le sourire nerveux de la révélation. Il y aura des feux tirés dans la
Why
salle.
would she say that? That makes no
Il pouvait
sense.
pas être plus direct. Et elle dit bien la salle. Ballroom, qui est égal à 34 et 47 en gématria. Le nom du suspect, Cole Allen, même résultat. Et les vidéos de surveillance sont floues comme d'habitude. Encore une fausse fusillade, comme l'oreille de Trump qui n'a jamais été touchée, ou l'impact sur Charlie Kirk qui sortait son t-shirt. Et oui, comme le dit Trump, le spectacle doit continuer. Évidemment, on regarde une pièce de théâtre. Oz Perlman, l'illusionniste, fait un tour de magie juste à côté de Trump.
So if you guys don't know who Oz Perlman is, it's really weird that he was there. I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, he's a famous mentalist now, and he does do big events, but it was weird that he was there, right? And he happened to be showing them a trick when this happened. But look into Oz Perlman. I read his book, and it's crazy because I was looking forward to his books. He's like, I'm going to teach you how to be a mentalist. I'm going to teach you how to, like, use your mind to, like, you know, get what you want. And it was, like, all gaslight, the whole book. It really didn't make sense to me. But look into Oz Perlman, and you'll kind of understand why it's weird that he was there.
Ça, c'est de la magie noire. Et les acteurs ne s'arrêtent jamais. Erika Kirk dans son rôle de pleureuse, comme d'habitude, qu'on a déjà vu se gratter les yeux en coulisses, pour forcer les larmes. Et il y a 2 jours, CNN publie un article. Comment mettre en scène une tentative d'assassinat.
Damn. That dude gets some good information.
After the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, someone made a call to all the influencers and told them what to post. This is why we need Trump's ballroom. Thank God President Trump is building a ballroom at the White House. Even Meghan McCain is tweeting this. Tonight is one more reason for the new White House Trump ballroom. It's kind of crazy that the messaging isn't, we need better security. So what is so important about this ballroom being built? Well, it turns out they're not just building a ballroom, but a giant bunker underneath it. Even Trump has referred to the ballroom itself as essentially a shed to cover for what's being built below. Below is a massive underground military complex / bunker. And remember, this is privately funded in part by Peter Thiel, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg. As if Palantir, Peter Thiel's surveillance company, doesn't have itself embedded in enough of the United States. Now it's funding this, or whatever is going below. Since there seems to be such a coordinated effort to push building this ballroom, you have to wonder, what is being built below? And why is it so important to get it done now? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
And you're not invited.
So the song Shake It Off was about how I shed my skin every 1,000 years. And the song Bad Blood was about how I drink blood out of my Grammys.
A toast to blood. Save some blood for Paul Rudd.
Begins at the dawn of history. The birth of the very first society begat the need for the very first secret society. A fraction of early humans were born smarter than their fellow cavemen. And if they would not listen to reason, perhaps they would listen to a higher power. And thus the Order of the Black Robes was born.
Operating from the shadows using secret knowledge, we and our descendants kept watch over all of human history.
Well, not to point out the obvious, but fire, plague, acts. If you're watching over us, why didn't you stop these things?
Now, I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this is not a conspiracy theory. This is a fucking fact. David Icke has been warning you guys for years. I've been warning you guys for years with little influence, but I've still been warning you guys. Our government is being controlled by...
Yo, this dude definitely can take a bite out of crime. He's on that McGruff stuff all the... Bro, if I met this dude and I saw his teeth were like this, oh my God. I don't know what I would do.
Reptilian forces, shape-shifting reptilians. These people have no soul. They have no heart. That's why they...
Bro, why has he got Jurassic Park teeth?
Open us around every single corner and just try to enslave humanity because they have no soul. They just want power and to enslave us. These are all the...
Why does he look like he's been eating rocks?
They're all the satanic rituals. It's all these people, everyone that you see on television, from the celebrities to the news broadcasters, all of them, to the presidents, everyone. These are the people that poison our water, air, and food supply and don't give a shit about us. And this is also why it's never been more important to take our physical health back from these parasites. That's why I take Chalk's hot water purified shilajit every single day. Mineralizes the body, detoxes from all the heavy metals they're spraying in the skies, decalcifies the pineal gland from all the fluoride that they've been adding to our water. Never been more important to take this stuff. And I have incredible lifetime discounts for you guys, so comment the word info and check your DMs and stay awake. Peace and love.
Satanic spirit cooking witch Marina Abramovich now says that Donald Trump is the best thing that's happened for witches and warlocks because he is a magician of the highest order.
The Trump is the best thing happened ever to us because she believed, not her, but the entire population of this Nordic magician, that he is the magician of the highest order. That he is there in his irrational mind to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. And it's not so stupid thinking about this in that way. It's completely turning things upside down. Because since Trump is around, things are changing.
Trump's Truth Social post is starting to make a lot more sense now, isn't it? Again, guys, like I said, they have to show us what they're doing beforehand. It's a part of their Kabbalic rituals that they do. In order for us to be fully deceived by it, they have to show it to us first so that they can say, oh, I showed them my fruits. They're the ones who didn't realize it. This is why it's so crucial and why I always talk about having a real relationship with Christ Jesus, because we will not be deceived by these fools anymore.
Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them.
Bet you didn't see this. Just watch what happens in the comments.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
Living in a cognitive Wild West.
A cognitive Wild West.
Most people have near zero mimetic defenses or
so
cognitive
crazy.
security suited for the age of synthetic media.
Near zero mimetic defenses
or cognitive security
suited for the age of synthetic media.
The age of synthetic media.
The age of synthetic media.
Synthetic media.
Whatever immunity you have is worn down by the constant expectation of deception.
Whatever immunity you have is
worn down by the
constant expectation
of deception.
The constant expectation of deception.
Worst of all,
you've already epistemically surrendered.
You've already
epistemically
surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
Now, I know most of you have seen the media coverage to where all the news anchors are saying the same thing, but this really blew my mind. Like, I watch these podcasts and think I'm like learning about the person and learning about what's going on. It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda, even the podcasts. Which, of course, is obvious, right? It's like, I've been watching Joe Rogan lately, and some of the things he says, I'm like, damn, he's like controlled opposition at this point. And it's all propaganda. That's why you guys really need to do your own research. When things like this are happening and we have every tech giant saying the exact same message verbatim, there's an issue. If you haven't already got a copy of my book, Cheat Codes to the Simulated Life, an epic guide to metaphysics and manifestation, you can get that on Amazon today. Once again, that's Cheat Codes to the Simulated Life. If life's a game, there must be cheat codes. And I wrote this book to help to teach people to manifest exactly what they want while they're playing this game of life. Let's jump right back into the video.
Breaking news. China is also faking, doing space things. Here's the space ball, and they even added a little light bulb on the top of it for, to add to they're all of it. Seems legit. So China is doing the same thing, exploring space. And much like that Michelle, or whatever her last name was, the main girl there, astronaut, this guy is going to need rehab. He's going to be in that machine. He's going to be, remember, she was holding the weight, going back and forth after reacclimatizing to Earth's gravity. Don't ask Nikola Tesla about gravity, by the way. He wasn't a fan of the theory. He believed it was more about electromagnetism, buoyancy, and density, and that those were the laws that governed our world, not gravity. But you know what gravity helps with? The only time in this world, in this realm, that we can see centrifugal forces not working is the notion that we're on a spinning ball and that water is sticking to it and that we are all sticking to a spinning ball. Whereas in the real world, if you put anything and centrifugal force it, spin it, things are flying outward and away from it. The only time that doesn't happen is on this spinning ball. So is that why they are so heavily discussing gravity and saying everything's all about gravity?
Pause. Isn't it kind of weird that now China is going to the moon, India went to the moon, like all of a sudden, you know, whoever's controlling this world, the simulation we live in, the moves they make are really obvious. Once we start digging down the rabbit hole, it's like, damn, these moves are obvious, right? Everything you do is obvious. So why the big push on space now? That's the question we have to ask. Why the push on the moon? Why the push on space? Why the push on making it look like we can leave this simulation? Ask yourselves that. And let me know in the comments if you think you have the answer.
If you thought the files were crazy, wait until you hear what they're doing to the food, air, and water supply. And if you think it's important to decalcify your pineal gland and detox the crazy chemicals, BPA, microplastics, and pesticides from your system, right now, Chalk is giving away free $100.
So the Trump suspect Cole Allen and Usha Vance, JD Vance's wife, were actually in a video in a competition together in 2017, and it was in the news. What is happening? Look at this video. You're going to see both in there. This is at this tech conference where they're trying to get funding. Just look.
College student Cole Allen developed a prototype for a wheelchair emergency brake.
And there he is.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground. The idea with this
This is interesting.
is to prevent it from moving at all.
Recent
This seems
Aging into
nice.
the Future conference held by St. Barnabas Senior Services and the Eisner Foundation
You'll see Usha.
offered a test run on products that have the potential to enrich the lives of seniors.
There she is.
14 different tech startups
Y'all see
got
her?
to present.
How much of a coincidence is this? Is it just me, or does it seem like we're living in a clown world and they're all laughing in our faces allegedly? Or is this just one big coincidence and we should all shut up?
Hey, they're not laughing in my face. But we got to understand, what are the signs? Because we got this one, that's kind of weird, right? Then we have the guy who tried to kill Trump was in the BlackRock video. And then we have all the weird stuff with Tyler Robinson. This is within a year or two. All these assassination attempts. Why? What message is being sent with this? Is it a message to us? Is it a message to the elites? Is it a message to the politicians? Is it a message to the hand that controls everything? What is going on?
So the White House Correspondents' Dinner has just been shot up, if you guys haven't heard by now. And right off the bat, it gets really, really weird. Now, this is the suspect, Cole Allen, who is a teacher for a college preparatory. But if you look into his background, it gets interesting. Like, for one, he gains a mechanical engineering degree from Caltech. Then he gets his master's from Dominguez Hills in computer science. But can anybody tell me why he was an intern back in 2014 at NASA at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is the same place where some of those missing scientists worked at? But it gets even weirder, you guys. So this account on X by the name of Henry Martinez tweeted his name back in 2023. And how is it that it has the same name, Henry Martinez, in this published paper by NASA? But get this NASA document that was published testing Orion's fairing separation system was actually published a month after Cole started interning there. What? Now, a lot of people were questioning a ton of things like, was this real? Was this fake? Makes you wonder because CNN posted this 3 days ago. This is a real article. It says, how would an assassination attempt be staged? I mean, at this point, you guys, we have to question everything because how is this possible? This account that predicted this guy's name actually dressed up as Trump at the dinner, like verbatim. So either A, we have a time traveler on our hands, or something else is afoot that we may not know yet. Okay, it's super late. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this because there's a whole lot more that I found. So stay tuned.
So it was a little weird that this kid was also an employee for JBL and NASA. And if you saw my last video about the missing UFO researchers, it kind of got me thinking, like, what if this was just some MK Ultra and instead of offing this person, we'll just put him in prison the rest of his life, right? That could be an option. Or B, what if he's just a part of it? what if this is all just a show? Because when you think back, you look at the Charlie Kirk thing, that was weird. And then you look at the other Trump assassination with Tyler Robinson, and he was in a BlackRock video. Like, what's going on? You got this kid now in a video with JD Vance's wife. Like, the odds of this are astronomical. But let me know in the comments what you think. Why is this happening? Is this a code? Is this a message? Let me know.
Watch that. He ate the sign and zack, gone. Watch it again in slow motion. Here it goes and zack, goes.
What?
How'd that happen?
And there's a lot of videos like that to where it looks like it's AI.
It's like, listen, they're gonna come in right now with the cameras. Just act like you're scared, okay? Listen, I'm tired of these assassination attempts. Listen to me. You have to pretend. We have to keep the people occupied and busy. Listen, just go along. I've been doing this for a long time. Sir, we're about to start the camera.
Look at Melania's face here, though. Look at her face. You ready? Go on.
Sir, we're about to start.
That's Oz Perlman, the mentalist. So he was involved in whatever's going on right now.
Oh. Face is up. They don't hear the pop. You heard it, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Post a bail. Oh, well, my lawyer gave him hell. Man.
Oh, Secret Service. You guys are quick, huh?
The worst acting award goes to whoever this Asian lady is. Bro, what was this? 2 seconds before the shot, like that.
Good luck, everybody else!
You all better sit down. Sit down before I tell this story. I'm serious. Stargate. This congressman just said we have machinery that brought in a being. He called it a being. And it interacted with people in the room. We have machinery that brought in a being. And the being interacted with people. That's what this congressman just told TMZ. And he said the American people and the people of the world are ready to hear the truth. What?
Got the whole Hollywood production going on here. Feels like a movie. It really does.
Where's it coming from?
What are they preparing us for, people?
Does he doesn't know where he's going, it seems like. This dude's just chilling here with this phone out. Like, there's no big deal. We got random people walking in the background here.
How is this dude just filming?
Everybody stay down. Meanwhile, this guy is still chilling here with this phone, and the guy recording clearly is standing up with this phone.
Right. What is that?
Oh, we got the military coming in.
What the?
They don't seem like they're in a rush at all, by the way. Oh, more people.
God. Stay down, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, stay down.
And then they're walking in. Like, what is going on here? Oh, this guy's coming back.
Hella chill. They're not even in a hurry.
And they're all just hanging out. And this guy's walking out without his gun. Look at him. He just ran over there without his gun. He's just empty-handed. Goes right through the door. And this dude, another security guard or something, he's just chilling. Oh, close the door. The top comment says it looks like a live comedy film. I mean, are we expected to believe this after how much lying our government's done to this, after how many false flags, after how many false justifications to invade foreign countries? We're supposed to believe any of this? And then Trump comes out on the news and says, oh, this is why we really need the ballroom. Come on.
What's the ballroom?
All right, I'm sorry if you're a sensitive person, but this needs to be talked about. You guys need to share this video. This is obviously a dead moose somewhere in Canada, I believe, and it is just covered in thousands of ticks. This is the reason why it has died, because ticks will suck the blood, and when there's that many, there you go. Crazy. Now, I'm no expert, but I grew up in Canada, and I used to be out in the forest. I literally had a forest out back. I used to be in the forest all the time playing manhunt with my friends. We wouldn't even look for ticks. We'd never even check for them when we come home. If you got a tick, it was a very rare thing. And now we're seeing animals with tens of thousands of ticks on them, just covered head to toe. If you guys think that this is just a natural process, you're not very smart. And the timing of this couldn't be any better. You know, it's interesting that Big Pharma is coming out with vaccines for Lyme disease and, you know, all this stuff to combat the ticks. It goes even deeper when top scientists at these companies go on air and talk about how they can bioengineer ticks to make us allergic to red meat. How about listen?
So possibly we can use human engineering to make it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat, to certain kinds of bovine proteins. And there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanisms.
This is what they're talking about right here, these microscopic fucking ticks that are just outbreaking all over the United States. You guys think that this is a coincidence, huh? Do you think this is fucking normal, guys? Or do you think something else is going on here? Create the problem and the solution on repeat over and over again. Biological warfare, the same thing that we saw in 2020. That's what you're seeing right now. And I'm so sick of these Satanists that control everything, that poison our fucking air, our water, our food supply, that are releasing these ticks. I'm sick of these people. So when you guys are down to get together and overthrow all of them, let me know. I'll be on the front lines.
Same here. And when you're down to get together, let me know. That's why I'm building this channel. I really want people to come together. Once we hit a certain amount of subscribers, my goal is to do a group meditation. For real. Let's raise our vibrations. Let's be on the same frequency. I felt like it was important to show the tick video again. Like, we haven't seen that one, but to show the information about it. Because I got to thinking, as you guys know, my TikTok account was banned for posting a video just like that. So go follow my new TikTok account at JTallyReactions. I do daily reactions there. After talking to a friend of mine, he was saying maybe they're doing this and dropping these ticks in order to poison the wildlife, because now you can't hunt for food. That moose died from those ticks. So it's like now you can't even hunt for food. You are completely dependent on the government. And that's why it's important we come together and raise our vibrations. This is a mental warfare, but we will win. But we have to come together to do so. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed our first 30-minute Thursday episode. I'm going to start doing a lot more short content just for people who can't stay and watch a full hour-long or more video. I'm still going to do those once or twice a week, of course, every week. But I felt like it was important to do some short content so that way people can get the key highlights of the week. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon so you're notified of all my future content. And as always, click the like button, really helps out the algorithm. Other than that, I'm JTally. This is JTally Reacts, and we out.
Tally. Who manifest? Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question.